warm greeting to all of you. This webinar on tools for research visibility. We are organizing this program jointly by the Readers Club, Readers Park of the National Engineering College, Kovilpatti, and the Noolagam Peskirathu, and SALI, the Society for the Advancement of Library and Information Science. I'm telling this, I would like to inform you there is a very, very important seminar, and we have an eminent speaker to talk about this particular topic. And before that, as a moderator, I would like brief remarks about this particular topic. And as a research scholar, doing research, for teaching, learning, research, these are three important activities. And a research scholar, those who are doing research, you should have been used, or you should have to use, some tools and software while doing the research. For example, analyzing your data, as well as preparing your chart table and then making your bibliographies and other thing. But once the job is not ended after publishing your research work, actually, more important, if it is a very good research, it should be known to the society, the outside world. It should be visible to all. Then only the good research will reach the society or the public or the research community. So in this connection, and the author has a very good responsibility, the important responsibility to make his research work to outside world. So just I will tell you, there are, of course, our speakers going to elaborate all those things. Even then, I will list out some of these authors' responsibility. No, first of all, you should select a very good journal to make it published. Then only it will get more visibility to others. Of course, is a good citation database and that thing. Before that, the author profile is very, very important nowadays. Each author should have their profile ID, author's ID, and maybe many you may be knowing that the ResearchGate ID and then Scopus ID and other thing. Now, apart from that, there are many academic networks are there, like ResearchGate and other thing. So you have to put your post your research paper in that one, so that you will get more research visibility and other thing. So like that, there are many more steps are involved. For example, first of all, you can post your preprint in your what you call in your individual repository, IR and other thing. So the main idea is actually, if the good work is done, you should be visible to the society. That's very important. That means your work gets noticed by more people in the society. I'm repeating, your research work should get noticed by more people in the society. Okay. So that is a important of this particular webinar. And with these few remarks, and we'll start the program. So we are a dear participant, and we are going to start the program. And the webinar is going to start now. The tools for research visibility is the topic of the webinar. We have an eminent speaker who is going to deliver about this important topic. And we'll start the program with the formal welcome address by Dr. K. Karane Raghavan, librarian, National Engineering College, the co-organizer. I request Dr. Karane Raghavan to formally deliver the welcome address. Dr. Raghavan, please.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on tools for research visibility, hosted by Readers Park, National Engineering College, Kovilpatti, Society for the Advancement of Library and Information Science, and Noolagam Peskirathu. Welcome our speaker, Dr. P. Jayaprakash, Associate Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Paradhasan University, Trichy. Welcome you, sir. I am welcoming our respected Director, Dr. S. Shanmugavel, our beloved Principal, Dr. K. Kalidasa Murugan. I am welcoming our Professor and Dean Academic, Dr. S. Tamilchelvi, Founder President, Dr. A. Hariharan, Ranchi Indian Institute of Management, Senior Library and Information Assistant, Dr. J. Yana Prasad, and Readers Park member, S. Suji, first year CSE, National Engineering College, Kovilpatti. Welcome you all. I am also welcome our SALIS advisors, GC member, other active SALIS members, Noolagam Peskirathu team, and my dear participants. I heartily welcome you all. I extend a very warm welcome to all the HODs, faculties, Readers Park members, supporting staff member, and also library staff members for providing your gracious presence to this event. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Raghavan, for delivering the welcome address. Dear participant, you may be knowing this program is organized jointly by the Readers park of National Engineering College, one of the reputed college in the southern India, and also Nulagam Pesugirathu, and SALI, the Society for the Library and Information Science. So now it's a time to introduce our speaker to the August audience, Dr. B. Jayaprakash. I know that is one of the reputed speaker, and I request Ms. Suji, first year computer science students of National Engineering College, to formally introduce our speaker to the audience. Susi, please. Ms. Susi, please.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam, please.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Suji of first year CSE of National Engineering College. First, I would like to thank Dr. Karnai Raghavan, Library of National Engineering College, for giving me this opportunity to introduce such a honorable person. It's my immense pleasure to introduce the Honorable Dr. B. Jayaprakash, who is the speaker of this session. He is presently working as Associate Professor in Department of Library and Information Science, Bharathidasan University, Tiruchirappalli. He has completed BSc and MLS from Bishop Heber College, Tiruchirappalli. He has cleared his UGC NET exam in December 1996 and completed his MPhil in Library and Information Science from Annamalai University and PhD from Bharathidasan University. He has overall 25 years of professional experience. He has guided 26 MPhil and 2 PhD scholars. At present, he is guiding 5 PhD scholars. He published 3 books, 10 book chapters, 70 papers in national and international conferences. He also published 46 research articles in international and national journals. He has delivered more than 110 special lectures in different institutions. He is also an associate editor and peer reviewer for few LIS journals. He is the board of study member in Bharathidasan University, AVVM Pushpam College, Pundi, and Vellalar College for Women, Erode. His areas of specializations are library automation and networking, open source software, institutional repository, and digital library. We are glad to have such a honorable person with us. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Sushi, for introducing our eminent speaker, Dr. P. Jayaprakash. And before that, as a moderator, I would like to make comments about this particular webinar. As you know, the tools for research visibility is very, very important. As you know, the research is teaching and learning research. There is important activities of any academic institution as well as a research scholar. And we use many tools, doing our research for analyzing data and other thing. And once you complete the research, the work does not get over actually. That real work starts only after that one. If it is real work actually, because you have been spending a lot of time, money, energy, sometimes the public funded, you get funds from various departments for conducting research. It's a public funded research also sometimes. But this should be visible to all outside the world. That's very important. Your work gets, I am repeating, your work gets noticed by more people in the research community. If it is a good work, it should be known to outside world. There are many ways that we are going to discuss. And as I told you, the many ways are there actually. For example, there are many tools are available, which one you can make it outside. For example, the smallest thing is actually you can post your preprint in the your mutual repository so that it will get more visibility. And you can, before that, you can find a very good journal, bad journal that gives you more visibility. And as a author's profile also very, very important. So you get the author ID and scopus ID and other things. There are many other ways also. So these are some of the important points. With this, I request our speaker, Dr. P. Jayaprakash, to deliver his lecture. I request him to take at least a maximum 15 minutes so that we could be able to complete the webinar in time. Dr. Jayaprakash, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hope I'm audible to everyone. Hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Most respected authorities of National Engineering College, Readers Club, respected SALIS founder president, Dr. Hariharan, President Dr. Ilavalakan, General Secretary Dr. Karnai Raghavan, and advisors, senior members of SALIS and Nulagam Pesugirathu authorities, and participants from all over the country. Very good evening to all. I'm very happy to be here as the resource person for this today's webinar on tools for research visibilities. And I also just thank the Suji for your formal introduction. I also just take this opportunity to congratulate the organizers for arranging this wonderful webinar, which is required for the hour. And I just thank the organizers and give me the opportunity to interact with the participants all over the country. And this topic is very much important for scholars and faculty members for making their research activities or visible to the outside world. So here the research activity means their expertise, their publications, their research data, their analysis, and everything it includes. So this research activities, if it is visible outside the world, so really they will get a credit. So this is what a research are the important research visibilities. And now, apart from this, the NAC or NARF, whenever the committee member, when they just come to our institutions for accreditation or ranking, they are asking like, what exactly we are just doing a research, and overall the activities of our academics and everything they are asking. So for this, we should have a very good system to showcase our research activities. One is that. Second, to showcase our research activities to the outside world, where exactly the researchers are get connected. So now these two are the important, and there are a number of ways to just go for your research visibilities. As the Harian sir said, to finding out the right journal for your publications, all it is there. To finding out the high impact factor journals and other reputed journals, and then search optimization is there. Whatever you just produced your paper, so that should be visible for everyone. So that is also there. And apart from that, there are a number of authoring tools are there to where you can just compile, and profile managements are there. So now here I wanted to just give a touch up on profile management system, where exactly you can just create of a number of profiles with the different the platforms. Okay, so not going to talk about how to select for the impact for journals and other things, and optimization of your research also. So only I'm just going to handle with the what is the profile management system, how efficiently you can make your profiles and for a better visibility outside the world of your research activities. Okay, so this is what I'm just going to cover on this. So this topic is very much important because the number of the institutions, so they have doing a very good research, but these research activities which is not visible by outside world, and simply and people are not recognize the particular institution or a researcher. Okay, to avoid this, and we should have a very good profile management system to take care of the entire activity as an institution or an individual. Okay, so with this introduction, I'll just try to share my screens and then start the sessions. Hello, sir.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You are free to share the screen and then, okay.
Yeah, I've done it.
Okay, start.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll just try to minimize this screen. Yeah. So now tools for research visibility, as I said, like that's the importance to make your research visible to the outside world. And the second is for an institution, exactly whatever the research activity is going on in your institution, that can be bringing out for a visibility by the public, and that will be available with the public domain. Okay. So now the research visibility. Now, research visibility means to showcase your research activities to the outside world, to get noticed by researchers and get connect with them. There are a number of the researchers are they're doing a very good research, but which is not seen by the outside people, and they're not outside the researchers. So for that, they should have a very good research visibility tools. And here I wish to say that a research activity means their skill sets, research and publications and conference papers, books and everything, research data, all that their expertise will be available as a research activities. Now, research activities are aimed to promote a research which are increasingly important in any researcher's work. So here, researchers, the visibility is most important one to have a increasing of importance of a researcher's work. So there are a number of activities are there. In that, the promotion activity is most important. So the promotion activity, it becomes the research visibility. Okay, by making your research visible and accessible, you increase the chance of your research being noticed, in use, and having impact. So here, the having impact is nothing but you are just getting connected to the people, and based on that getting connected to the people, you have a increasing of your citations and the increase of your H index. All that you will get a expertise opinion, and you will get the authorized by that experts. All will happen. So these are the impact will happen like when you just make your researchers visible. So based on this research, it increases your own reputation and chance of success in your academic record. So influence of information technology, there are a number of the very good research which is not noticed by the very good researchers and the public. To bring this exactly, we should find the right tool to connect it. So for that, we have options, a new tool called profile management system. So profile management system is the new tool to go for any research visibilities. So this is that the important tool now recently which has just come up for that institutions or individuals. The profile management system is a web-based tool to organize research activities carried out by a researcher, such as their interests, skills, experience, expertise, projects, publication, etc. So these all will be in a single place, easy to access by anyone, either by your institution people or either by the outsiders or any funding agencies for making a collaboration. So everything is possible in a single place. So this is called a profile management system. Now this system acts as a knowledge management as well as discovery tool for our researchers, faculty members, scientists, etc. within the institutions as well as across the institutions. So when you create this profile management system for your institution, so you will come to know that the departments, all the departments and research scholars, what exactly they're doing a research. So this will be helpful for and those the new researcher and faculty members to understand what are the facilities, what are the researches going on in our institution. It's not only by the institution faculty members and scholars. This will be feasible to check by that and outside the countries also. Otherwise, what we are doing a research, nobody knows. Okay, then there won't be any recognition for our institutions. You may be doing a very good research, but that won't be visible outside. So that's the reason we need to just go for a profile management system. Now, what are the functionality of a profile management system is faculty activity reporting. It is very simple to trace what are the faculty activity reporting. It's possible. Then you can have a structured publication here and then books, edition, conference papers and everything, and very specialized scholarly outputs, and then data management. The entire data of your institution can manage by this. And the next is the grants and award management. So total, what are the grants which is received by your institution? What are the awards? Because these all the queries which is asked by the NAC or NRF, we need to be very, very clear to give what are the grants and awards which is just given or got by our institution. So this can be mentioned well, and research networking and expert profiling is possible. Now research networking and expert profiling is you can create your own profile. So this profile, it will be available for outside world also. Based on this, you will get your networking with your fellow researchers. Okay, and even you can just be an expert for your the area of research. It means people can identify you as the expert in a particular area. So for that, this will be useful. And research analysis and reporting. So it is very, very simple to give a report on what is happening in our institution, total how much papers we produced, and after producing the paper, like what are the citations which we received and what are the fundings we received. All that information is just very, very simple to give. Now this is the major functionality of a profile management system of any of the institution or an individual also. Now benefits for a profile management system is reliable roaming experience. See, actually profile management system, why it is required for the institution is whenever the NAC people, when they ask IQAC coordinators, when they ask the faculty members to give their profile and research activities or academic activities, each and every faculty member, they're just giving in the different the style of structure of reports. Like, okay, the person is giving with the author title and other thing, the other person will be giving in the different format. And sometimes the format means like if somebody asks with my profile, I can just give it in the Word and somebody can give it in the PDF. So that goes with the different these styles. to avoid that, and this profile management system will have a better, the structured way of collecting it. Now here, reliable roaming experience. Once you create of your profile management system, wherever you are there, and you can just give your profile and immediately to your institutions, okay, and immediately to your institution and to share with the others. So it's possible. So now here, this is like a Gmail. It works wherever you're there. You can just get connected and you can just send a message to your office or your the fellow colleague who were requested of your profile. It's possible. Now, faster login times. It is very simple, very faster to login times. It won't take much time and the very simple. There won't be asking any authentication or something like. It's possible to connect with immediately, and inclusion by default. So this is most important. The feature, the benefit is whatever the publication which you have, either by the Scopus or Web of Science or the PubMed or Google Scholar, wherever it is. So the publications automatically brings to your profile management system. You need not to enter anything, so automatically it just brings from outside. So this is the most important feature, which is otherwise we need to spell out of data entry of all the details, which is not possible. Now, profiling size control, as I said, like when I ask for the biodata or your research activity, people will be just giving with the different styles and the different formats. To avoid that, we can have a structured profile size control. Okay, I'll show you. I have everything by that the screenshots, how you can just go take a print of this. So I'll show you that. And then robust profiles. Now here, once the profile management system is ready, you are technical. Robust is like a technically, it is very good to have a, it's a new adopting of a new technology, and then technically also very good to the robust. Very good to take care of your the activities. Now detailed reports. Now these are the profile which gives the detailed reports. Say like whether you want to have a citations, yes. Whatever the impact on H index, you can know by that. And how many people have just produced the recent articles, all you can. So whatever the report which you want to have, and you can just create by this, the profile management system in a single click. So then final is easy to implement and simple to maintain. There are a number of the tools which is available. These are very simple to implement and simple to maintain it. I'll just show you now what are the profile management systems are available. So here the profile management systems are available for an institution and an individual. Okay, for an institution, how you can implement as a faculty members, and you can just take up, and for individuals and those who are just there in the alliance people or really the IQS coordinator, you request your office to implement for the profile management system for your institution. So then whatever that the faculty members details, it will be in a single place, and immediately you can just get to give a report to the any NAC or NRF or whatever the research activity which is asked by your authorities. So that's possible. Now here, these are the tools for profile management system for institutions. There are a number of tools which is already available in the commercial and then open source also. So now activity insight, this is where the digital measures is the product given by that. And then symplectic elements. Now this is by symplectic the company, which is, and Pure, which is very famous. This is by the Elsewhere. Elsewhere is the it's a dominative or the publisher, which they got a Pure. And insights, it's by the Thomson Reuters. Now Clarivate Analytics. And Pivot, it is by the ProQuest. And Digital Vita, it is by University of Edinburgh. Now these are the dominative universities and which they have contributed their profile management system for open source softwares like Digital Vita, and profiles of a research networking software, which by the Harvard University and Vivo and Cornell University. Now the recent, which is by our government of India, they have just launched this IRINS by the Infinite Center. Now these are the tools which is available to implement for your institution. But here I would like to just give a glance and then give you the features of a Pure, Vivo, and IRNS. Okay, only three which I'm just going to take it. So here, what I'm just going to take is like this is like an eye-opening. I'm just going to give you the feel of a tools, what are the features which is available, and step by step, if it's an individual profile, how you can create it up. Okay, only that coverage. I'm not going in a very detail because time is very less. Only 1 hour which they've just given. I've just given you all that the screenshots, the step by step. You can go through this. Okay. So just to have a feel of it and go and try your own, and you will have a very good experience on this slide. Okay. So now these are the tools for profile management system, which is available for the individuals. So then first is ResearchGate and Google Scholar and Babylon, which is the new product by the Clarivate Analytics by the Thomson Reuters, and then Vidwan. This the Vidwan is by the Infinite Government of India, which has just taken care, and then Manley. It's a freely available. You can just create your own, and then academia.edu also, which is freely available. Okay, now these all are the profile management systems which is available free of cost, and any of the faculty members and then the research scholars, please create these tools. Then only your original research, whatever the efforts which you have just taken, your efficiency, expertise, all it can be available for public domain to have identity of your work. Otherwise, very simple, whatever you do, if you are a really a very good researcher, even that goes unnoticed by that your researchers. Okay, so be careful, very clear on this. Try to create this other profile management system for individuals to have a better visibility. So here visibility is your research activities will be available for a public domain to give your research credits. Okay, that's what it is. Now next is with the tools. I'm slowly just explaining that what are the tools which is available, only for highlighting that importance. Okay, now Indian Research Information Network System, that's called IRNS. So this, the system which is recently launched by Government of India with a collaboration with the Influence Center. Okay, now this is a web-based research information management the service developed by the Information and Library Network Influence Center in collaboration with the Central University of Punjab. Now recently they got a collaboration with the Central University of Punjab, and this project is going well. And this portal facilitates the academic and R&D organizations and faculty members and scientists to collect, curate, and showcase their scholarly communication activities and provide an opportunity to create a scholarly network. So once you connect with this, and your all that efficiency will be available on this, that will be have a very good visibility by outside the outside people, like not your institution plus outside research scholars. Now this IRNS is available as a free software as a service. Now what they're doing is in Influnet, and they're offering as a software as a service. They're not just coming and installing you, and you have to just supply the data, and they will be just providing the server, and they will be just supplying as a service. Now right now they've established with the academic and then R&D organizations in India, around more than 100 instances which is available. Just for your information, you can also just try with this. Now IRNS homepage is this, and this research network, and see here already the total 30,544 faculty we are just connected with this, and more than 6,12,000 the publication which is available. It is a really a very good the system which makes all Indian publications in a single place. That's what I want to say. That's all that Indian the faculty members publications will be available in a single system. That's called IRNS. Okay. Now this is the sample of IRNS we have implemented at Bharathasan University. As I said, like a profile management system which is required for that institution. Now this is what we have implemented. So here, as soon as we have just clicked on the first page, you can just visit with the BDU or irns.org. I am taking care of, I'm the nodal officer of this, I'm taking care of this implement in my institution. Like, so here, as soon as you've just given that, you could see that 173 faculty members profile, I can have it in a single place. And this shows like more than 2,654 the scholarly resources which is available. And immediately, which I could see that, and the total number of citations from Crossref, and total number of citations from Google Scholar, and total number of citations from Scopus. So all that I can just see in a single screen itself. And if I want, I can just go visit by the individuals. Suppose I want to have a experts list, I can just type the name and then go. So here it says the overall the department view. So as soon as I just click on this, there are the number of the departments. Then the Bharathasan University, there are about 39 departments. All the department, what are the research activities, I can have a visible by single click. So here it says like, I made a note of this, the physics. So here physics department, it says like H index is 37. They have a publication of 645. They have a citations over 8,921. The cross-ref citations, it goes more than 7,000. So these information by single click, I can know that. Otherwise, I have to call the physics faculty members one by one. There are more than 10, and I have to collect all those things and to find out. It's very difficult. Now this will help us to find out simple, very simple H index, publication, citations, and a cross-ref citation. Everything will be in a single place we get. So here the faculty profile for a sample which I've just given is the department of physics. So it says like a 7,515 citations by the Crossref, and then Google Scholar, and the H index of this department is a 41. So here I can just go with the individual total number of journal articles and conference papers and chapters, everything will be there. Now here down, I can see that the number of faculties who's. If I just clicking on that particular one, that goes for that the individual profiles. Like okay, now this is the facility of a profile management which is available in a Bharat University. So here I have just clicked on the profile of a particular faculty member. So that's the profile of Muthuswamy Lakshmanan. So he is a very dominative author in physics, and so this is the profile. See here the left side, it says like personal information, expertise, experience, educational, honors and awards, professional bodies, publication, everything it comes. So here, and total publication it shows from 1973 to 2019 what it is available. And this area, it just covers total publications, 322 publication journal articles, and what are the letters, conference papers, details will be there. And further, it just shows like how many in the open access, green, and then gold, all it just closed access. So that details will be there. H index, it shows like a total citation he received in the Scopus itself, 7,545. And his H index is 44, and his cross surface is 6,000 plus, it just goes. Now, these all, which is available in a single click, it is very, very difficult to know. Without that profile management system, we cannot understand what is this, the overall activity, research activities. Now it's very clear. So this is the importance. Whenever the NAC or NRF or whoever asks, immediately we can just give it like, okay. Now this total citations, all the details will be available here. Now here total citation of a Google Scholar, it says 12,000, or Google Scholar H index is 58, item index is 231. So it's a very clear information. And the right side, what you're just looking is each and every article. Now recent the information, recent altmetrics are there. So these also takes care. How many people they have just downloaded from social media networking. So all it just says. So these are the social media network altmetrics concepts. Even it says like a total citations, each and every articles. Now this much facilities which is available in IRNS. Now this screenshot shows that, and his profiles co-author network, and he has just co-authored with 134 people, like, and overall just belongs to that 134. I can just find out with this. So this is very nicely, which is arranged as the year wise. This very dynamic picture. If I just click on a 2018, I want to know how many people have been with the co-author, I can understand. Okay, if time permits, we'll go for a demo, or with that we can understand. And now these are the projects which has done it. So all that information which is available in a single click, and yeah, even the further information which is available, even you can connect with your academic identity, Scopus ID, Google Scholar ID, and all that ArcSheet ID, everything you can just connect. So this also takes care. Now next, the product, it is called Pure. As I said, like elsewhere, they have just dominantly that this product which is available at cost you more than 20 lakhs. It's very, very expensive, like, and this is by a highly versatile centralized system. It enables your organization to build reports, carry out a performance assignment, manage research profiles, enable research networking, expertise, everything it is possible, and to have it in a single place. And it aggregates your organization research information from numerous internal external sources. This sources is nothing but that Scopus, PubMed, Crossref. See, you don't have to worry about like where you just publishing. Automatically it just brings system as a integration, and it just brings all that your data into a Pure system. Like now there are 250 Pure implementations around the world which is already done. It's a very good installation they have. And now these are the important features, and you can just capture. It means like capture and reuse the data from multiple channels. As I said, like a different databases it brings, and validate and certify the research data. Since they have a pure and international visibility, and they are just validate and certify your research data. If you want to apply for any funding, or if you want to apply for any collaboration or any fellowship, they will be just giving a certification. This is very valid. And profile, our researchers with a profile, they have a profile refinement service. Actually, a profile, when you just create, they will alert, I mean, they will just alt as per the international standard. They have their own profile refinement services there based on the experts, and they will refine your profile, and that will be very good visible by the international standard that they have, and identify subject area experts, and you can identify by this. And they have an option with the finding with the elsewhere fingerprint engine. So they have here, as soon as you type your name and overall the related, the experts which is available on your field, that brings. I'll show you in the picture. Now reports, it is allow you to just take any number of reports with the national assessments or international assessments, NRF ranking or a NAC or any other the QS ranking, whatever it is, the report can be done as per the requirement of the assessment people. Now, analyze and track research progress is possible. Now and then you can have a analysis, it's possible. And monitoring a research grant life cycle and success rates. Total how much you have just received and what is the publication you have done, all that measures you can just have a monitor here. And showcase of entered your facilities, collaboration research with the outside world, it's possible. Now, these are the important features. Now, this is the screenshots which I've just taken from Manipal Academy. So since this is a commercial which they have gone with, simple to have a facilities, and I'm just showing you, this is the profile. Now, this is the number of profiles of a faculty members. You can just search here, A to Z. It is available with the alphabet wise, and even you can just search the profiles. Okay. Now, the sample profile which I've just taken is Sasidhar Acharya, and he has around 530 the citations he has received for his publications, and he just received by the H-index of 13. Okay. And apart from this, this personal, and you can even just connect with his websites. Wherever you just your original websites and faculty details, you can connect. And here, these are the overview of their profile. Fingerprint, as I said, like this is the dominative, and what are the areas which you have just done your research that shows. And networking, you can have a network with the people, and how many networks which you have with the say IDs and all. And research output, totally he has around 70 papers and similar profiles. He is an expert on community density dentistry. Okay, community dentistry is a specialized research interest. So when you search his profile, immediately that brings the similar profile people. So you want to know like what is this profile, and similar also what is the people will have expertise on this. So this is the very good the information which is the pure, and even a research output. See, research output, I've just clicked on this. It shows 530 citations, H-index, article 67, chapters, all the details. Now they also implemented with the Altmetrics. Okay. Now just for your glance, as an institution, when you go for implementation, is a very good facility. You can just get it from the Pure. Okay. So next is with the Vivo. Now Vivo is the open source software which is available free of cost, and which is by the Cornell University. Now this Vivo, which is taken care by DuraSpace. Now where the DSpace is supporting the DuraSpace project, they have just taken care. And recently, support is established by the Thomson Reuters, Clarivate Analytics. They're taking a technical support for implementation. Now, this is the intro about that Vivo, and it is member supported open source software ontology for representing a scholarship. And Vivo encourages the research discovery, expert finding, and network analysis and assessment of a research impact. So everything that is possible as I've shown in the Pure. I also just show with some of the screenshots of what are the features which is available by Vivo. Now, these are the important features. Automatic import from internal external sources is possible. When you have a structured format, you can import it, and automatically your publications will come from that Web of Science and Scopus, PubMed, and CrossUp. It's possible. Authentication and modification of a profiles. It is simple to modify, and with a login and password, you can do that from anywhere. That's a facility. Otherwise, now the lockdown time is there, and if anybody wanted to have our profile at our institution, it's very, very difficult to just communicate with them. Now, nothing is required. Only simply you can just share your ID, and they can just take the results. That's the facility of our profile management system. Now it's easy to customize. It's very simple to customize when you know the technical things, and identify current work and find an expert is possible by this. And simply reporting a task and visualization. Visualization is number of the citations with the graphics, all it is possible by this. And researchers the geographical locations. And when you say like a research on RFID and which are the geographical locations and your institution is produced or overall experts who are all available, all you can just know by this single click. Now co-author network, when you just select for a particular author, how many people are authored with the, co-authors with that particular publications can be known by this. And co-investigator for your research fundings, all you can just research projects, you can know that. Now, Map of Science is nothing but when you just type a keyword that shows like what are the keywords and how many papers you have just produced. And these also, it has an integrated with the ORCID ID. Okay. Now, these are the general features by the Vivo. Now, as I told you, like duraspace.org, where you can Vivo, you can have a look into this. As LIS professionals, please just go visit and have a look into this, see the features, try to implement for your institution. Like now, this is the sample how that Vivo will be there and what are the features. I've just only the screenshots. I'm just making it. Now, Vivo, it is by this by the Texas University where they've implemented. See here, as soon as I've just gone into this, simple to know that what is the research activity. Now here, say like a 3,000 people which have connected already, they have a more than 5.2 thousand, I mean 5,200 people organization which is there by the department wise and other sub departments, and the total is 1,76,000 papers which is available. Now, if anybody is doing a research on the Texas University, they know to visit outside. Simply they come here, search. They will know that what are the expertise. When Indian people wanted to connect what is happening in the Texas University, you can connect and test this. Now, this is the facility by profile management system. Now, these are the sample which they are scholars I have selected, and one scholar I'll just show you what are the facilities. Now, this scholar profile I have just selected. See, by Vigo, it says academic background, you know, publications, recent courses, what you have just given, work with the students, and here on the right side, you know that what are the your contact mails, and here co-author network and map of science is possible. Here you can connect all your profiles. It means like academia, researcher ID, Manley ID, all you can just connect in it. So here the researcher ID also is available. Now these are the options available in a Vigo where it's freely available. You can connect. Very simple to install and then use it like so. With that, now these are the visualization just to have your knowledge. Co-author network, immediately when I just type particular author, that shows like a number of authors who are all worked, and in a co-author network it shows by the year wise number of publications and publications with the co-author publications. Okay, so your publication with the co-authors, all it just shows with a single click. Now this is with the map of science. When I just type the particular author, this author contributions, there 13 disciplines, sub-disciplines are there. These are the area which he has just given. This yellow color, it says like is a dominative area of research. Okay, you understand? We will have a more than 550 for scientific the sub disciplines, out of which on 13 disciplines he has produced. So like that, you can know which researcher and research doing in which field. All that the contributions you can know based on the publication. Now this is research interest. Simple click by that institution. What are the research, the area which you are. So all your faculty members and what are the areas of the research. So this can be identified by the single click. Now there is no other option, and you have to just say only for now by this visualization you will get a very clear idea. And this goes with the global collaborations. When you type and the collaborations, when you say like now NAC or NRF, they're asking like your collaboration should be there, the fundings, your collaboration should be there, all the publications like. Okay, now by the single click you can understand like your collaboration with throughout the world, whether you want to have an overall global collaboration institutions you can find out like. Okay, now this gives a very good clear picture. Now they also have a visibility of grants and contracts. Now here grants, it says like a total grants of your institution you can count 2,401 grants are there. These dots all, it just goes with the amounts. What are the amount grants which you just received based on that? When you click on the single dot, that gives a more detail on what are the researcher who sponsored everything. So it's very clear, but all the activities are together in a single place, and it is simple to go for a reporting. Now till now I've just explained what is IRNS, what is a pure, and what is the Vigo. All three which is used for only for the institutional the editions, where you can create of your profile of faculty members. That will be very good visible. That is the very good visible for your institutional research for outside the world. Now the next is which is available for individuals, where the faculty members and research scholars, please take care. Even LIS people, you please explore all that options. You teach your faculty members how they can create it, and there are number of queries from the faculty members. You should be in a position to address of it like. Okay, now Manley Research Network, and Manley is very famous for that referencing, and recently they have come up with a research network also. Already they have a profile, and this helps the researchers, readers, and authors to build their knowledge, stay up to date on trends and organize advances, showcase the research, and track and store of the data. So all it is possible in a single click by the Manley Research. Okay, now I'm not going to explain, only the tool I've just given where exactly you can go and create it. Now this is the place you can just join and create a free accounts. So go to manley.com, and there the research network will be there. Normal Manley will be there, that is for the referencing, and this very special recently it has just come up with the research network. Please try to
Dr. JB, sorry for the interruption. This will be very useful to our library professional. Maybe you could talk little slow. Huh?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Thank you. Please.
So now that the Manley, which gives for the research networking recently, which is launched, And all the faculty members kindly just go. It is freely available. You try to create. First, all the faculty members, I am advising you to just go create of your profiles. Later, if your institutions, if anything they want, your profile can be taken from your this individual profiles. Very simple. All that the publications which is available in a public domain can be just transferred to your institutional profile. So I advise all the faculty members kindly just go create of your profiles immediately for a better visibility of your research and institutional research visibility also. Now academic.edu, so this is the next platform. So here this is freely available, and this is for students and research scholars and faculty members to share their research papers immediately. So this has around 2 crores of academics have already signed up. 2 crores of academics have already signed up. 59 lakh of papers which is available. Now, many of our researchers, they're just struggling to get a research paper to support of their research. They're struggling to find the papers. Now, instead of just going to the Google, you sign up into this. You can just get a search of these papers of your related research that gives with a full text access with a, I mean, immediately, which are refined with a citation and reads that count, it just gives. Then you can select better the paper for your research support. It's very much important. Try to connect and then search of your research papers. This will be just giving immediately. Even this gives the alerts based on your profile information. Okay, I'll just show you some of the screenshots. You can have a better understanding. Now this is the place of Academia where you can just go and log in here. You can create a new account and log in by that Google Scholar. And yeah, simple. It's very simple to take care. Now this is the Academia where I'm just showing this. As soon as I've just gotten this says like and this popping up. These are the information which is related for you. It is asking. See here I can just go download with the full text. Here I can just go for a bulk downloads which is available. And simply I want to connect with my library, I can do that. So these are the the alerts which automatically comes based on your interest, right? Now here this got an option for analytics, grants, mentions, all you can have a look. I mean, all you can have in a single place. Analytics is how many people are referred of your paper, what are the impacts which you just received, any citations, and a number of people downloads, views, all you can have a look into this. Okay, analytics you can take it. Grants, total number of any grants means like your projects what you received, that is possible, and they also just extending for funding also. So these are the options which is available. They've just limited with a few the options for the free users. They also have a premium users also. So we need to worry about the premium, and what are the free, we just try to use it. Now here, as soon as I've just gone, it says like my profile, I've taken here as the analytics. In analytics, I would like to mention overview will be there, your profile visitors will be there, and the impacts, what are the H index or what are the citations which you received will be there, and your total papers will be available, and you can download your CV. See, as I said, like when the institution asking for a CV, each and every faculty member will be giving in the different format. My CV may be running on 39 pages. CV maybe like 100 pages. So like each and every faculty members differs under different formats. Now here, once you've logged in, just give the structured information of your CV with the international the quality, international standard. So that's what they mentioned, and the countries and what are the papers you have just shared. You have a keyword search. It is there, external links. All it is just possible. This keyword, it shows like your area of interest. Now these are the facility in analytics which is available. So here, simple search. I've told you like don't go to the Google and then search here. So like that, I've just searched for that research visibility. Immediately it shows like more than 4 lakh of papers which is available. Okay. So here it says like 138 papers. The titles match exact to the research visibility. Okay. So I can just go and download it like. Okay. Now this research visibility papers, it is available. All 135, I can just go create, I can include to my research. Very, very simple. Try to do that. All the faculty members, you need not to struggle to collect your research papers. Please log into this and get connect with this. Okay, right. Like this, you can also share your publication outside world. Yeah. Now next, the profile is called ResearchGate. So this is very, very dominative. It's open, and it is in a big way. It is just going on, and ResearchGate is a professional network for scientists and researchers. This is launched in 2018 by Dr. Aizad Masjid and then other computer professionals also. So this is which is already available with the 14 million members, and ResearchGate's mission is to connect the world of science to make research open to all. Now, when you have your publication in a Web of Science or a Scopus, very limited people are having a visibility. Why? Because and affordable, who has is only that the university can affordable for buying of a Web of Science and a Scopus. So university faculty members can have a visible of your research papers. When you put these research paper into the public domain, all that the college faculty members, researchers, those who are not affordable to buy of Web of Science and Scopus, everyone can view of this. Now recently I've just done a study on this ResearchGate of Indian universities, and we found that and Jawaharlal University is doing good, so like that. So we have just understand what is the presence of Indian universities. Now this is the ResearchGate where you can just go join freely. This is the place, and you can just for this you should have your institutional mail ID, or you should have a institutional mail ID. Now, what are the types of researchers are you? It will ask like when you just go, it is allowed for the academic researcher. You can even just go for a corporate and government and then medical also. Now, as the academic researchers, you can just select your university as an individual researchers. Okay, it is only for individual researchers. It's a free of cost, and others some charges are there. Now, what are the important benefits of a ResearchGate? Creating a profiles is possible by this, and it will be just a very good international standard profiles will be available for individual. Sharing of your publications, which is possible to that entire outside world. It is visible by international. Otherwise, what I am doing in Bharathan University, nobody knows. So now based on this profile and what I'm doing, and you can know from outside, and connecting with the colleagues, it's possible. It means my area of researcher, my area of interest, those who are doing this, I can just get connected with them, and seeing new collaborations by that the experts, or the collaborations for institution collaboration for funding also, I can just go for it. So that's possible. Obtaining the statistics and metrics on use of uploaded publications. So once I've just shared and how many people have just referred, what are the citations, what are the reads, I'll show you. So many metrics which is available. I can know the statistics, just single click. Now endorsing the skills of others. Now you can just appreciate, and you can know that the research or what others are doing it. The same like you'll also get an endorsement by other experts. So ability to bookmark favorites, what are the important articles are there, you can bookmark it, and you can just comment and send a feedback, and you can just share your items and update easily and quickly. So whenever you want to connect on the publication of the research papers, you can update easily, and you can connect with the international the research outputs. Now ResearchGate metrics, there are a number of metrics which is available. So one is publications, you can have your members, total members, how many are in your institution, you can have it, and then shares, how many times your paper got shared, references, following means like overall you are just following, and followers means who's just following of your profiles, and questions, answers, citations, reads, recommendations, H-index or G-score.
Sorry,
this is
Dr. Caleb, you'll have another 10 minutes, please.
Yeah, yes, sir, I'll make it faster. Yeah, now these are the ResearchGate metrics which is available, and just for your information, you can have the metrics studies for your research work. And account creation, this they select academic field. It will ask like whether you are a student or academician, so you can just select it, and then it will ask for your institution or a department. You can just give this, and after the member details, it will ask for whether your first name and other things. As your Gmail, you can just go ahead and login ID, and this will be asking your institutional mail IDs. You can just go for it. Okay, and then profile page, this looks like this, and this is what my profile. You can say like your contribution, your information, statistics, scores, everything. It is possible to connect with this. Now research item total, how many reads I have, or what are the citations, you can know about this. Now this is the contributions. You can say like a total 39 papers which I have, article is 13, all the details will be available here. Now overall publications, this is the visibility. The title of the paper, article, they're written by who, and the full text. If you want, you can just update. Now this is the info where I can just go for my expertise area and followers, following, and even I can just go with the info, download of my CV. It's possible. Now this is with the RG score. So one important highlight is RG score can be counted based on that the following publications, questions, answers, and followers. Now we want to increase of your RG score. You can just share off your publications. This gives for a 50%, and question is 25%, answer is 24%. and one is followers. This is the components where you can increase of a research score. So that's possible. Now simple click H-index also, you will come to know by this what is the self the citations, excluding of your self citation, you can know that. These all H-index, it's nothing related to Web of Science or Scopus, it is only for the ResearchGate. So in the statistics which is available, total reads by month wise it is available. Now reads which I can just count by that, this is the reads, and then number of the questions what I have just done, all that the statistics which is available in a single click. Now questions, you can ask a question because a number of the researchers they are getting confused of the research areas and they wanted to have an expertise opinion. You can ask the questions, the answer will be available immediately. So this is the sample of answers. And now institutional profile, once your faculty members all connected, you will have your institutional profiles. Simple to know by institution also the ResearchGate you can have that information. So when it shows like the more than 1,000 members of Bharathasan University, I'll just simple the around 1,000 publications which is available. Now these are the information which you are aware that the departments, you can just go how many departments, how many members, it will allow you to see, and who are all active members, you can have a look into this. Member statistics also I can just go see here the number of people has read our articles in around 2,000 articles. By India, this many people have read, from United States, and then 193 China people like that. Now, if it is not visible in our ResearchGate, and the citation might have not received. Okay, so that's the importance of the ResearchGate when you're sharing of your publications outside the world. Now this is just for information how to add a research articles. It's very simple, but even then I've just given the screenshots. Now you can just go here and select your documents where you want to give your article or a conference paper. Now I'm just selecting an article. Somebody may ask like, sir, how do we just go for copyright issues, whether to restrict it? This is the place. Article you can just restrict by add to public or a private. You can just select that. If your copyright issues, only you can just select for that your abstract level. Okay. Now confirm your details. Once it is confirmed, your article is visible. Now this is the full text article, whether you can have it in a ResearchGate. Sample I've just shown. Now next is with the Google Scholar. And Google Scholar, which is freely available, and everyone knows that you all the social science people kindly create a scholar of a profile of a Google Scholar to have a better visibility. They have a H-index and item index for your papers. Whenever the people are citing, you will come to that. Now this is the profile of a Google Scholar, and here you have a citations total, H-index, item index. Now these are the papers which I've included, and citation is available. Now these are the graphs which is available for a month wise, year wise, everything will be there. One important is like you can just create a Google Scholar, but just like a Gmail, and this is the place where you can just go create by the Google Scholar, and you can give your name and affiliation, your verification mail IDs for your institution, very clear for authentication of your research. Okay. Now after giving this, only the 3 steps, you can add your titles, simple click, and otherwise others papers will include on this. To avoid that, select your papers exactly and then add into your profile. This to be done first and set it as the automatically. Once you have done this, this won't allow you to get other people papers to include of your profile. Now this is what? Now this is the make it public. This place is important, like when make it public is, it will require for your institutional mail ID. Once you are given only, it will verify your profile will be outside the world. Okay. Now this is the important of the Google profile. Sir, a few more minutes. I'll just take it. 2 important things are there, and now this is with the Babloons.
Dr. JP, just a minute. Dr. JP, please wait. Yes. Dr. Hariharan sir, don't allow people to join now. The meeting room is closed. Don't unlock. Okay.
No, I am not allowing. I am not allowing.
Don't allow them to join at the last minute. Okay. Okay, Dr. JP, you can proceed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, Babloon is the new product by the Web of Science and the Clarivate Analytics, and all the research scholars and faculty members, you should be aware of this. Whenever you are just collecting your researcher ID and say there is a name differences and your papers are got scattered, you can use this Babloon and connect all the papers together. Recently, I had an issue with the faculty members, and the name spelling is 2 different name was there. He has around 150 papers on that misspelled the names. I will say like a Jayaprakash, Balasubramani, and Balasubramani J will be there. So like that, the misspelled names it was there. So we connected through this Babloons. So it's very, very important whenever you are just getting a struggle and try to do this. This Babloon is the new product where exactly this will be just taking care of reviews. reviews. Now all your publications will be together. You can trust that citation metrics and correct author attributions. I said your researcher ID and verified peer review activities. You can have a visible on this. Peer review is maybe you are expert and you are reviewing for a number of international journals. So all the reviewing records will be there. Now NAC and NRF, they're asking that for a profile of reviewing and where all your expertise used that they're asking. So for that. Now, these are the 10 reasons of a publication. Get recognized of your research as possible by Publo. It's a free and effortless, and peer reviewing can be advanced to your career, which is possible. Master the skills of a peer reviewing, you can become a master on this, and get measurable insights of your review activity. So no other profile which gives for that your reviewing activity, no other profile gives, is the only. So please be aware of it. And based on this, they're awarding also, and to track your editorial work is possible. Now simply we are saying that I'm a 10 to 15 journals editor and all. You are saying that. Now what are the edition, what are the activity you have done, which journal, all can be tracked. It is only indexed by Web of Science. Okay, updated features every day is possible. Now simply the screenshots which I've just given. Now I have selected the profile of Indian Institute of Technology Madras. The author is Ramesh Godos. See here, single click, I could see that total 165 publications. Total number of citations 4,000 plus, H-index is 32, and verified reviews. He is the topmost author, 122 reviews he made it for international journals. Okay, international journals, very reputed journals. This gives a very good credit when he just apply for any post or something. Okay, now this is the information. Now simple biodata will be there. What is his external links and what are the awards which he just received? Everything will be there. Metrics, you can just have a look with that. What are that times of reviews, publications. So this goes with the reviews. This goes with the citation, publication, reviews. Now these are the metrics which is available. Now publication metrics, see 152, total sum of times 4,000 plus, and H-index is 32. Average citations and average citation per year. All that information, single click, which is available. Product, it is by Web of Science. Okay, it's by Thomson Reuters Clarivate Analytics. So only those the indexed journals reviewers, it just has a calculation. Now review metrics also is available. He has almost reviewed for 521 and 148 the median. This is the percentage, average percentage what he has just received. And this is the average review of length for a particular institution, particular person, and then institution it compares. Now publication. Now these are the important publications. Say like the Elsewhere publication and Springer publication, Wiley, all the important journal publication he has. Yeah. And editorial membership board. See like current membership. Now they are asking NAC how many the national or international reputed you are a member of this. Salis we have just given. You will get a mark in the AP and the CAS also. So like that, they are also asking a board of a membership. You can create all those things and where all your member and verified reviews. So all topmost the journal is the reviewer. So what are the journals? See, this will be very much useful when you just go for an interview. You can highlight on this. Now sample in the Bharat, and also we have a 153 researcher already connected with Publo. Now these are the researchers, the details which is available. Now sample profile 170 publication. This author he has total publication total citations 5,000, around 6,000 citations on a 42. So single click we can understand by Web of Science citation he has around 6,000. Okay. Now with one, I think with that we'll just complete, and with one is the the last profile which is freely available. It is by MHRD and Implement Center and Punjab Central University is taking care. And this is for all that Indian experts. You can register on this, okay, with the more than 10 years of experience. And you can just register on this. All assistant professor, associate professor, or librarian, you can get registered. Now, India in overall just experts, you can come to know that. See here, almost 54,856 experts are connected with this. Now here, organizations around 6,000 they are connected. Total number of citations of your papers, and it is there around 8,20,000. Now single place, all the Indian experts got connected with one. Now for our faculty members, whatever you just create with one profile, this will be get connected with your IRNS. Say like a Bharat University's number of faculty, when you create with one, immediately all the data can be just extracted to the IRNS. This is very simple. Faculty members try to create off this with one profile. Now registration, where exactly it will be registration. See here, personal information, expertise, experience, your qualification, honors, doctoral thesis, profile, all that information which is required, these all, it's called the research activities. All that can be available in a single profile. And if anybody asks, simply you can just share it. We can download the CV and then send it with a well-structured and international format will be there, right? Okay. Now, personal information, I'm just showing a few screenshots how you can add into this. Now here, personal information you can add and edit information of your name and other things. Expertise, where are the area of your research, we can give social science and library information science. Experience, I can add number of, where and all you have an experience. And education qualification, you can add, see here like MPhil, MLIS, BSc, all I've just added into this. Awards, what are the best papers? Since NAC we need to give, and these are the best paper awards and Salis award, we can just include. So these awards and everything you can include by add manual or the import by the system. BibTeX it is allowed. Now awards, what I've just received, I can ensure add into this. Now these are the awards. Finally, I had a list awards and honors. Now doctoral thesis, I can add how many people under my guidance. All the details I have in a fingertip. Otherwise, if somebody asks what are the scholars and what are the title you completed, and then you have to blink. So this possible by adding manually and then import by the CV status. Now this is the title which I've handled for my scholar. This gives the title of that and study. Now membership in a professional body, as I said, like Academic Library Association and the Society for Advancement of Salis, I can just give. This gives the credits. How you can add
you can take another few minutes only. Please take only another few minutes.
Yes, sure. Membership in a committee, you can just say for now NAC, they're asking like apart from your department research activity, how you're contributing for your parent organization, parent department, parent organization. So there you can say like I'm into the CAS promotion, Dr. Mandrachalam is acting as the director involved for that other activities. All that credit you can just add into this. Now research projects also you can add. That shows like what are the title, which year you received, what are the number, who was the agency, grant number, everything. Otherwise, you have to run here and there to collect that research award what you have just received. Okay. Now this is the publication. I have just imported in a BibTeX. It just nicely arranged according to the title and thing. Now adding an author, you should try with a comma. See, adding an author will be there. 2-3 authors means like it won't allow you to go for adding a field. Just give a comma and then you can add a number of them. Now this is the article I have added, and these are the names where I've just called Jayaprakash, Mutraj, and Kannan. I've just added with a comma. So this academic identity, see here, I can connect in a single profile. Orchid ID I can connect, Scopus ID, Researcher ID, Google Scholar, and Microsoft. All that IDs I can just connect. Single click, I can land into my all the Scopus the papers. Now these are the important facilities which I have given. Now here, final, I would like to say now. This is my ID, which is given by the Vidwan. I can share with that expertise, and this is the URL they have given. If anybody asks, just simply share of this URL. That will be okay. Now I'll just show you. This is the download of CV. Simple click. I can just download my CV. Now see, this is around 15 pages, well structured, which is available. In a mail ID, Vidwan ID, all the details come. I think with that I can just complete my presentation. Thank you so much for patient listening, sir. And I just stopped sharing of my screen. We'll take up the police.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Jayaprakash.
Yes, sir. I have completed. I just stopped sharing of my screen.
Yes,
thank you so much for your patient listening.
Thank you, Dr. JP, for your excellent. Thank you, Dr. JP, for your excellent presentation on the tools for research visibility. And Dr. JP actually have explained, the various tools that are available. You have explained detail about the project profile management system. And you also discussed about the author side, how we can create authorization for Scopus and other thing. During the time, your presentation, you explained details about the IR that being promoted by the InflipNet and explained detail how to create another thing. And also you spoke about in length about the Mendeley and the ResearchGate. ResearchGate also is very, very important for sharing your research work and other thing. And also you talked about Google Scholar. Really, it was a very, very important session today. So now the question is come, just like I'd like to make one more comment. As a library professional, what should you do? Suppose if you're not a research scholar, you may ask why this is program is important to a library professional. This is important only to the researchers. You can ask a question because I think most of the participants may be LIS professionals. What is important to It's very, very important for LIS professionals, in my opinion, because you can take the responsibility. Library professional take the responsibility of make you the research publication of your institutions, make availability or visibility to the outside world, because the academic researcher may be involved in various activities. They may not find time to do all those things. So librarians can take this initiative, and first of all, they can collect all the papers, or they can conduct a separate workshop in their colleges, how to use ResearchGate, how to create ResearchGate login ID and deposit another thing, and how to use the Google Scholar to post your research paper another thing. They can take a separate workshop library in the respective institutions, and then also they can tell them about even what are the social networking tools are not available. During that also they can make their research work visible to outside world. And apart from that, actually, they can help them creating the profile creating archive ID and other things, so that the research work done by the particular institutions can be visible to the outside world. So after all, the research work, if it's good, it should be known to the outside world. So the library professional can also set up a repository in their institutions, so that entire research work of a particular institution will be visible to the outside world, so that you will get a more citations and more other follow-up and other thing. Particularly the public fund, that if you get the research grant from the public institution, it should be visible or it should be deposited in the repository and other things. So I'm sure this particular workshop is very, very useful to all the LIS professionals, not only research scholars, and you take a leading role in making the research work visible, the research work of your institution visible to the outside world. So now, since we will open this forum for discussion, and we will take a few questions, and I request our Dr. Karneravan, Mandarachalam, and other supporting technical team, you see any important questions in the chat box also, so that we can put the question to our honorable speaker, so that he can be able to answer straight to the question.
Sir, one question from K. Ramasamy Shortbox.
Yes, please.
Hello, audible?
Yes, audible, please.
Sir, one question from K. Ramasamy.
Yes, sir.
I am working as an Arts and Science college. Can I apply for IRNS service for my college? Another question, what is cross-reference citation? Another one, any Vivo implementation in India? The questions
Yes,
are available in chat box.
Dr. JB, please.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks for your query, sir. Actually, for Arts and Science College, and you can apply for it. Now, in ImpleNet, they are just concerning for all academic institutions and research. Already, they have just all central institutes that are over, and then state university also they have just covered almost. Now, you can just write to them, ImpleNet Center. They will help you, and you have to be ready with your publications. That is the only the request they are asking. Without the publication, there is no meaning in go for any the profile management system. So be ready. If really your Arts and Science people has very good the publications, you can request to them. They will be just implement this service to your college. And second is with the cross-ref. So this is the open the publications which is available. So from there it will be just bring all that citations. So since the cross-ref is the place of open the documents of the DOI just giving the place, and cross-ref as a open the publications. Whatever the publication details which could not bring from the Scopus and Web of Science, that brings from the cross-drive. So that is what. Then next ideas. So what else he was just asking, like? Hope I have just answered for his the institutional to bring IRNS, and cross-drive is the open publication platform where the sharing of your citations will be there. That you can just bring it to your IRNS or any other profile management system. And Vivo, Vivo where that implementation. So Vivo is implemented in the research institution at Hyderabad, and now for my part of a research, I have done it for entire Tamil Nadu universities, and yet to release it. It is in a research for my scholar, which I've just done. I've tried to connect of all that Tamil Nadu universities. So in short while, it will be available for access. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. JP. Any other question? Participant, if any other question?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir,
please.
good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
Thank you, madam.
Sir, you were, the session on tools on research visibility. It's a wonderful session, sir. So today only we are aware of so many things today actually. Even though we are in research field, we are not aware of many things actually. So today you have given an insight for this, all this research visibility. Sir. It's a very useful one, sir, actually.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, I
Many
have
of the
one question, sir, actually.
yes, ma'am.
Sir, what is the significance or importance of this ORCID ID, sir? ORCID.
ORCID, see, where I just covered is only for the
Yeah.
profile. Okay, I am not covered with the IDs because ORCID ID, Scopus, and then a researcher ID and Microsoft ID and all that's a separate. Even you can just create a profile on that, but I have not touched upon. Why? Because single profile when you connect, you can just connect with all the IDs. ORCID ID is very good. It is openly available. It's a free of cost. When you just create a ORCID ID, it is a very good visibility. Apart from that, many of the publications and many of the funding agencies, they are allowing only with the ORCID ID, you are eligible to apply for it. So such an important of the ORCID ID. So try to create of your research visibility through ORCID ID, ma'am.
Okay.
Hope I have answered for you or anywhere.
Okay, well said. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you,
yes,
madam.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. In fact, Salis is
Thank you,
organizing this kind of workshop. Madam, just for information, we have been organizing this kind of workshop for the last 10 years. And maybe it is a time that everybody should know about that one. Any other question, please? Any other question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Sir, one more thing, sir. Sir, for
Yes.
each and everything, we have to register for it, right, sir?
See, one person, I may get connected with the research gate. When you just do your publication by research gate, you will be familiar. Okay. If suppose I am not registered with the research gate, if you register with the academia, then I'll come to know that what is your research. So it is better to register with all. Nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
I've told you like more than 2 crore of a people which is connected with the academia. If you are not sharing that, those 2 crore people and they won't aware of your research.
Okay, sir.
Hope you understood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sir, one more announcement. I request all the participants, if you lost the signal, you can rejoin the meeting room. So we have already closed the meeting room. Nobody will enter into the meeting room as a fresh. If you lost the signal, you can rejoin.
Thank you. If any other question, I wait for only 10 seconds, 20 seconds. If there is no question, we will move on to the next agenda.
As sir said, it is most important for the LIS people because the researchers, those who are having a doubt and you have to clear it and try to experience yourself to give a better insight of this all the profiles because many queries which we are getting from that topmost professors and those who are just applying for that vice chancellors, all we are just getting it. This is our important role to tune or help our faculty members to reach their visibilities. That's the most important.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I think we will move on to the next agenda. So now is the time for presenting the report. So can I ask, may I request Dr. Jnana Prasad, Senior Library Professional from Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi, to present the report very briefly. Mr. Jnana Prasad, please.
Yes, sir, my voice is audible?
Yes, audible. Please go ahead.
Yes. Good evening to all. I would like to submit today's webinar report. With great support of National Engineering College Management, Director, Principal, the Central Library of National Engineering College conducts workshops and webinars in regular intervals. It's perfect platform to develop student skills and experience. The current focus of SALIS is to reach the unreached LIS professionals with rural setting in order to minimize the digital divide. In this core objective, SALIS is periodically conducting lectures on emerging trends by inviting experts, which is very much essential for academicians, library professionals, scholars, and students in the age of globalization. In this connection, Readers Park National Engineering College, Kovilpatti, Society for the Advancement of Library and Information Science, and Noolagam Pesigrathu are jointly organized a webinar on tools for research visibility on 25th July 2020. More than 190 academicians, library professionals, scholars, and students were participated in this webinar from various parts of our country and globe. This webinar was moderated by Dr. Hariharan, founder president, Society for the Advancement of Library and Information Science. He briefed about the purpose of conducting this webinar. Dr. K. Karunai Raghavan, librarian, National Engineering College, Kovilpatti, welcomed all the participants. Followed by Ms. Suji, Computer Science Engineering from National Engineering College, Kovilpatti, introduced our speaker. Our resource person, Professor Jay Prakash from Bharatidasan University, thought about tools for research visibility. He has briefly explained various research visibility tools like Indian Research Information Network System, Vivo, Elsevier Pure, ResearchGate, Academia, Manly, Google Scholar, Vidwan, and Buplans, and how these tools are supports a better visibility of research work. This session was more informative, and more than 110 participants raised their doubts and questions in open forum and chat box. The doubts were clarified by the resource person, Professor Jay Prakash. Hope these tools will help how libraries and librarians can support students and faculty members in research engagement. Thank you all.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Jnana Prasad, for presenting the report. So it's now the time to thank our speaker and also the August audience and also the organizers. May I invite Dr. Tamil Chelvi, Dean Academic, National Engineering College, Kovilpatti, to deliver the vote of thanks, to propose the vote of thanks. Madam, please. Madam Tamil Chelvi, Madam, please.
Yes, sir. Yes. Good evening, sir. Good evening, one and all present here. And so it's a right forum to disseminate the knowledge of this type of, I mean, to the research professionals. And so I would like to thank all the people involved in this. So first, I would like to thank our management, college principal, Dr. K. Kalidas Murugavel, our director, Dr. Shanmugavel, for having given this permission to conduct this type of webinars in association with SALIS and Ulha Besirazu. So first, I would like to thank our moderator, Dr. Hariharan sir, founder president of SALIS, for taking initiative in organizing this type of series webinar to the library professionals as well as all the research scholars and the faculty members. And next, I would like to thank today's resource person, Dr. B. Jayaprakash, for his wonderful speech and session on this tools on research visibility. So really, we must thank you, sir. You have elaborated the whole thing. I mean, today only we got so many information about this type of the resources available for researchers. So really, we would like to thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation. And I would like to thank Dr. Prashant for having given this webinar report, and he has given all the presentations involved in this. And I would like to thank Dr. K. Karunai Raghavan, who is the coordinator for this program. And not only this program, he has organized many programs in association with the SALIS. And I really appreciate Dr. K. Karunai Raghavan for his sincere effort in organizing such these programs. And I also thank our student members, Ms. Suji from first year CSE, for introducing our chief guest. And also I thank all the members, Dr. Mandrachalam sir, and all other library professionals who are involved in this, in organizing this webinar in such a wonderful manner. So really, it's a very, it's a teamwork. So always the team wins. So I appreciate all the members who are involved in conducting this program in a successful manner. So once again, I thank you all for this nice webinar. Thank you one and all.